I want to make a scariest and hardest Anomaly game on Steam, because let's be honest, there's plenty of those games on Steam already, but none of them are actually hard or scary. You can basically complete all of them in 10 to 15 minutes if you are somewhat decent in video games. So I'm challenging myself to create the scariest and the hardest Anomaly game ever and publish it on Steam, which also I have zero idea on how to do. There's only one big issue, and that's that I've never actually made a first-person game before. I used Godot to make a 2D game before, but it was just following the tutorial and copy-pasting everything. But now I want to actually learn and create my first ever game. Oh, and I'm going to use Unreal Engine to make this game, which I have never even used, so I have to learn basically everything from scratch. Alright, so let's get started with this. I searched for some quick guide on Unreal Engine, spent a couple hours just learning the basics and the blueprints. Then I made the ability to sprint. When I got him to run, I started to make a map. It's just a temporary map for now, and after creating this map, I wanted to make my first anomaly, which was a fire extinguisher that spawns in a different location. And oh boy, that was probably the hardest thing to make. There's literally no tutorials, or at least I couldn't find any, on how to achieve that. So I spent probably around 4 hours just to make it work. The hardest part was the blueprints, because I never even tried them before. After finishing with the first anomaly, I've spent some time on thinking what kind of map I should create. And well, I decided to go with a gym. So there will be 8 anomalies which you will need to find in order to win, and all of these anomalies are going to be pretty damn hard to find. I'm not going to do any obvious anomalies. I feel like it's not even fun when you just step up in the room and in a couple seconds you already see the anomaly. Maybe I'll do a couple jump scares and that's it. The others, I'm thinking to make really hard small changes, like a dumbbell missing or clock showing different time, just to make it a little bit harder and to make players actually remember how the room looks like. This is obviously not one-day project, so I heavily underestimated all of these developers. I thought making this kind of game would be simple, but I was so wrong. It was probably the hardest thing I've did in a while. There's still a lot of things that needs to be done. So if you guys want me to make this into some kind of dev series, let me know down below. So yeah, I only managed to do one anomaly for today and create a temporary map. So like and subscribe if you want more. Bye!